I don't know who came up with this thing, but it's this newfangled winter sport where you get these bikes with these 27.5-inch tires that are 4.5 inches wide. We should come up with a name for this. It's like riding big fat tires on bikes, or big fat tire riding. Somebody come up with a good name for this. Okay, we're here at Jefferson Forest doing a little fatty bike ride. So, you know, today is one of those days where it's 5 degrees, but in the forest it's all covered in snow. And if you look carefully, there's the trail. Fatties leave no marks. No trail, no sign. So stay off these trails with your skinnies because it's about 5-6 degrees. It's wet. It's gonna get even wetter, which means it's gonna turn from slush into mud probably, and that'll lead to damage to the trails. So my recommendation is wait till it hardens up and some freeze up. It'll probably come next week. Or if you've got to get out, stick to the gravel trails up at Jefferson Forest. But the fatties should do just fine through here. You know, it's the perfect winter wonderland today. Jefferson Forest today has been amazing. The conditions, the ground cover. Need to get somebody out here with a shovel to clear all this crazy ass white stuff off the ground, because it's really interfering with my ability to tear through the trails at speed, which I'm not sure I actually want, but it's wonderful. Winter wonderland. Here you go, people. The firs are all still leafy and the ground is all covered with snow. So that's an uphill. Yeah, that's a pretty serious uphill. So I think we're going to stay off that for right now. Fat bikes are performing well. We're running slightly higher PSIs. Just because we forgot to put them down. Like, I think we're at 8 PSI. So a little bit of an issue getting uphills, things like that. Anyway, having fun. Just a nice easy ride on the fatties today. Trying out the different tire pressures. Sticking to the hard pack. Definitely softer tires needed for some of the hills around here, because once you start to dig in, everything underneath just turns to ice and it's almost impossible to get any grip. That or studs. And for the first season out, we're riding studless. Just not an investment I'm willing to make right now, unless I determine that it's necessary where we ride. So we're heading up to Gomeshi's Gauntlet, which we will not ride. And we did check out this northern run downhill, because it could be a little bit slushy and slidey and slippery. And in that case, we'll just sort of loop back and head to the we'll head back to the gravel paths and take a gravel trail out. So let's have a look at what this downhill looks like, because it could be really, really exciting, or it could be really, really avoided. Oh yes, riding one-handed isn't too bad either. The bike just seems to guide itself. So let's see what this looks like. Get off the bike. Pop the bike up. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, here we are. This could be a real ice and slide. Come down here. If this ain't a steep alert, slippery steep alert, I don't know what is. That's Gomeshi's Gauntlet down inside of there that goes around up there. But this is the northern run, and this left turn and right down through that ice could spell disaster. So I think we should just do a spin down and head back to the gravel trails and take those out. That would make a difference. Look at that. Sun's peeking out. Really cool Jefferson Forest ride today. Somebody come up with a good name for this, like Fatty in the Forest, but it is amazing. Today was wonderful out in the Jefferson Forest area. I recommend anybody who can afford it try it out. Even Costco has these bikes. If you're lucky, you can find a size, and they are upgradable, I hear. So my 2 cents: get out, spin your feet, stress less, ride more, find yourself one of these big fat tire things and get out there on it and do your best, because you will enjoy it way more than sitting on the couch watching TV. Okay. Eating bonbons, maybe, I don't know, you know, that saves that for after the ride. But this is amazing. You know, I spent more time on these things now than I did all of last year, and I don't know why, but I guess getting into the 29ers technology last year or year before, I was more focused and didn't have time to think about this. But for winter riding, we the North, you know, need these are great. So 2 cents again, something to get, something to think about, something to invest in. It'll keep you outside during winter, and they handle the snow and the slush, leave no trails, even when the trails are wet with what do you call that again, congealing moist soil. They handle it, so you'll still have fun. Get out there, stress less, ride more, go spin some feet, see you on the trails.